Hi, so before this episode starts, I just want to put a slight disclaimer in there that Sam and I both had major Wi-Fi issues the night that we recorded this, so it is a bit choppy, but we hope you enjoy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Grid Girls Down Under. Apologies for being away for like 2 or 3 of them.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Uni just got real hectic for a while there.
Can't relate.
Yeah,
Can relate, but can't relate.
Can be gone.
Can relate, not really though.
Oh, okay.
There is only 3 of us this week. And one of us has terrible Wi-Fi. Zoe, I'm looking at you and I
sorry.
can't see you looking back at me.
I'm sorry.
One of us is getting ready to fly off to Europe, is it? Is she going to Europe first, or is she going straight to UK?
Yes. I think she's going to Europe and then
Europe.
to the UK because she's going to Monaco and then she's going to Silverstone. I
So
think.
jealous.
Lucky duck.
I know.
Then another
Living
one
out
of
our
us is off
dreams.
playing a netball game.
Yes.
So
And the other one of us
hopefully
is
manifesting a good luck.
Yes, we are.
Yes.
And the other one of
Semi-finals.
us has school in the morning.
True.
That sounds strange.
It does.
Also makes me feel old.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I feel like I should still be in school, honestly.
honestly, I
don't
feel
know.
like, yeah.
I think I should go back.
I just wouldn't. I'm that person now that I wouldn't be able to relate to them.
Yeah, I feel like everyone younger than us just has a completely different mindset.
They
Like
really
everyone
do.
born after like 2003 has a different mindset.
See that? Just saying that 2003. That makes me feel old.
My
That's
brother
Lucy.
was born in
It makes me feel old. I was born in '99. Like,
Oh,
oh god.
yeah. No,
I have a
feel-
16-year-old brother. Do you know how old that made me feel? When it's like, oh, he just turned 16. I'm like, you what?
Hang on, what?
When was that? He's allowed to drive.
So, no, I feel
Yes.
old. My brother's like graduating high school this year, and I'm like, no, like that.
No,
That's
it's not allowed.
That's not allowed. You're like
Nope.
still a child. You're not. No.
Anyway, sidetracked off. Somehow, very
Anyways.
distracted.
I only took like 30
Growing up,
seconds that
getting
time.
old.
Record.
I was just
Oh
going
my
to say,
gosh.
growing up, getting old, we are now going to be getting old with the Australian Grand Prix. They've
Yes, we
signed a deal
are.
until 2035.
I will be.
And-
I'll be 30,
I'll be
I'll be
34 when that
36.
contract expires
Yeah,
I'll be
I'm gonna
turning
30
36.
because it's before my 35th birthday.
I'm going to be 33. The last.
That's a
year-
terrifying
not
concept to
okay.
think of.
That's not
But-
okay.
We now have Formula 2 and Formula 3 there as well. So it's going to such an amazing week.
We're going to be
Just
getting
races.
we're going to be getting excited over drivers coming through the ranks that are in
We f-
like their teens to 20s, while we are how old?
But we finally get to see them race in person now. Because they've
Oh,
never come over here. We only see them in
They haven't.
F1, and even then, this year was the first year back because of COVID.
Oh, COVID.
I'm so excited.
I'm
I'm
gutted
so
Oscar
excited.
didn't get to race.
Next year.
Oh, I know.
Next year.
He
That
better
will
be on the F1 grid next year.
You better be.
I will
Actually-
personally
actually.
kick. I'll personally kick a driver out for him to.
Well,
join
you
in.
might not need to personally kick a driver out. There is some rumors going around.
Oh, Nicholas.
Silly season has started.
Oh, and it's sillier than ever. Nicholas
Oh.
Latifi, I think your days are numbered.
Bye bye.
There
Hey,
is
at least
rumors.
Yeah.
Williams will be able to save a bit of money now. They won't be
But
having
he
to
brings,
fix.
I think he
That's
pays
true.
like $45
He-
million a year.
He pays for the
Surely.
damage he causes.
Yeah. I mean,
He'd have to. Like, if
Can't
it
work
was
stuff out.
if it was a one-off, then they'd like, yeah, we've got money stored away for that. But not every free
Personally,
practice
out
and
of-
every qualifying,
Actually,
every
no,
race.
Out
He's
of
been
his
really
weekly
good lately.
paychecks. It just comes out of his weekly paycheck.
Yeah, it's just-
So instead of getting
He's
however
been
many
really
million-
good lately. How many?
But
But
the
he
thing
managed to
is-
make it like through the entirety of Baku without touching a wall.
I just feel like it's more
Uh-huh.
just his bad luck he has. Like, it's not him personally doing it all the time. It's just his luck it's either him or his car or the weather or the something.
Well,
There's like,
I mean, there's only so many times that you can blame
oh,
something
most
other than
definitely.
yourself.
True. But like, it just seems to be a mix of everything. I'm like, come on, dude. Come
Okay.
on. I think
He
this is a
managed to make it
sign.
through the entirety of the Azerbaijan weekend without touching a wall, like kissing a wall or
That
anything.
is a moment to be proud of.
That is
Lance Stroll. Yeah, I love the fact that I have to finish that sentence. And
No, we have
laughing.
Lance Stroll and then we have Carlos Sainz. There's no gravel traps, but he still can't even finish the race.
Still don't-
Right.
with his little quick spinny thing. That was so cool.
Oh, that was so satisfying.
That was so satisfying. Didn't hit the wall, nothing, and just
Then we
spun
had
it right
Lando
back around.
Norris with his 5-point turn.
Was it at 5? Was it 5 in the end?
I think
Yeah, it was
they
5.
counted at 5. Yeah,
He had to like
he
Austin
had-
Powers that.
he had more room to take it back.
I don't know why he.
Keep
It's
turning
like,
that wheel.
why did he not just spin it?
I think he was trying to save the save the child. No, save
Save
the
the child.
tires to stay the golden child. That's what I was trying to say.
Or he just wanted to just to prove that you can reverse an F1 car.
Here's an
Well,
option for that.
Yeah, I mean, there had been that whole conversation recently before the race about, oh, can you reverse in a Formula One car because of Monaco and what's his face skipping the weighbridge? Who was it? Who skipped the weighbridge in Monaco and didn't mean to, but they like drove past it and then had to be pushed back into the weighbridge.
I have no idea.
I don't
Wait,
You all
know.
know who I'm talking about, right?
hang on.
No.
Hang on.
Wait, I can't remember what driver it was. They were obviously not that important to me at that race because I can't remember who it was. But like,
Was it
sorry, I
Charles?
a bit. Oh,
Zoe.
Charles Leclerc avoided a penalty, avoided a
no.
potential penalty at Formula One's Monaco Grand Prix for missing the weighbridge in qualifying, thanks to the quick reactions of his Ferrari team.
I didn't mean to say. I'm sorry, Charles. I'm
How
sorry.
dare you?
I'm sorry. I
The
didn't.
mechanics then ran up the pit lane and pushed him back to the bridge.
What is up with me and Charles slander recently? I don't like
You're just
it.
enjoying slandering
It's not
everyone.
me.
No one's safe.
Yeah.
It's not. This isn't me. This isn't normal. I'm crying. Oh,
I don't know
I'm
about
so
anyone
sorry,
else or
Charles.
anyone listening, but I do enjoy this version of Zoe.
I
Entering her villain era.
I'm here for it.
Oh
But
my
I'm
God.
talking about Latifi. Even though he didn't hit any walls or anything like that, did anyone else notice that within the first 10 seconds of the race, at the top,
Got a penalty.
investigation.
That man had already earned like
Investigation.
okay. I wouldn't say that that man had earned a penalty. His team had earned a penalty before it was even
Yeah.
off the grid.
Yeah. Well, to
He
be fair,
hadn't
his
even
engineers
started
shouldn't have been
formation
touching
lap.
the car. I don't know what the engineers were doing.
I think they know because it's Latifi. There's like
No, like,
either way something will go wrong, so they don't really care at this point. It's like,
10 seconds stop and go penalty for the poor
Well,
guy.
It got
and
better.
then almost got lapped, not even halfway through the race.
Somehow he was in clear air the entire race, didn't have to battle anyone or anything like that. He
Yeah,
managed to
solo
get another
race.
penalty for ignoring
Yes,
blue
he
flags.
did. Yes, he did.
But it's also the fact he was in clear air and was still just getting slower and slower and slower and slower.
I wonder if
And I was
maybe he
like,
just took it a little bit easy because he's like, no, I'm going to stay out of the
I'm
wall
gonna.
entire race.
He probably thought, I'm gonna come last anyway with the penalty, so
I might as well at least prove that I can stay out of a wall.
do something
Hey,
this
he
race.
did better than most of the Ferraris. We only had 2 Ferrari powered cars by the end of the race, so we did better than most
Yep.
of those guys.
Mick and Bottas.
And I am still in pain.
I just how did that how did four
Oh,
Oh,
Zhao,
how did 4
Magnussen,
Ferrari powered cars just die?
and then the
they
two
don't like the heat. Well,
Charles C squared.
But it's
St.
just like
Carlos's
4,
How did they
hydraulics.
get it so wrong?
like 4, and it wasn't like I would have been like, okay, all 6, then that's kind of like makes sense, but like only 4 out of the 6,
And like
like with it,
Bottas finished, and he has had the most rotten luck with his car this season.
It's insane. Hey, at least the Mercedes and Bottas have both had bad cars, so he's able to battle Lewis now. Able to have a fair battle with Lewis. Anyways, I need to stop talking about the Mercedes car poorly.
Hey, maybe the more you talk about it poorly, the more they'll work on it.
True, or maybe they might disown me as a fan.
It's okay. I accept you.
You accept me?
Yep.
Okay, Sam accepts me, it's fine. Actually, that'd break my heart if Mercedes kicked me out. Mercedes, please don't kick me out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Ferrari hurt me this weekend.
I think Ferrari hurt a lot of people.
Ferrari hurt me. That was not okay.
I thought that we could finally trust them. They were finally reliable, and
Same.
now they've also come out with a statement saying that they're not working on this car anymore.
Giving up.
They're just going to work on next year's car.
Can you not break my heart anymore?
It's like they
Enzo
gave it their
is-
best shot. It didn't work, and they went,
Enzo is turning in his grave right now.
What did he say?
Like,
Aerodynamics is for people who can't build engines.
Yes.
but like the issues
Hang
that
on.
they're having seem fixable.
Hang on, we should have seen this coming from the start of the season. Enzo Ferrari said aerodynamics is for people who can't build engines. Do we remember the massive confusion over the side pods on that car, the aero of that car? We should have seen this coming.
But it's just the fact that like they're giving up again. They're not going to continue trying. They're just we're over this. Yeah, like you just give up on your team again.
Please don't give up. I don't want. I'm a Red Bull fan, but I don't want to see Red Bull just run off into the distance.
Yeah,
It would just
Ferrari
make
finally
a
had
boring
chance.
season.
Charles
It would.
finally had a chance. You know, Carl had that chance for
Maybe-
a first win.
Can we maybe say blissfully ignorant and think that they're just bluffing to make
It's
Red
Ferrari.
Bull? We could just be blissfully ignorant, and then they're just doing it for Red Bull to be like, "Oh, we've got it in the bag," and then
It's
Who
Red Bull. Red
knows?
Bull never stops.
I was going to say, a Red Bull will make
No.
sure that they can lap those cars within like 5 laps.
Red Bull need to chill. Okay, just chill for a sec.
Horner, calm down, chill, just breathe.
Horner needs to be replaced with someone else because I have his face one more time.
Not Horner. Not Horner.
Marco-
Horner's
Marco needs
getting
to go?
okay. Marco.
Horner has some redeeming qualities.
Horner has Horner
Please
has some redeeming
explain.
qualities, and now that he's not battling Mercedes,
He's not
I'm
being a
kind
total
of
twat
like,
this season.
But like,
he's
come
being
on,
respectful.
the commentator should pick someone else.
Well,
to
it's not
be
that they
the
should.
person
Pick,
on
they
the-
don't pick
the
them.
wall?
It's just people don't want to because it takes
me
their
someone
attention
else.
away from the
Yeah, I was
race.
gonna say, I
Give
feel
me
like
anyone else.
because Horner's very good at like multitasking. Like while he's
It's also
talking on
that
the
his
wall,
team
he
doesn't
is-
require much input.
True.
Yeah,
also,
because they just
like-
get told to shut up.
But he's got so many members of that team on the pit wall who have been there. They're established. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whereas other teams, they do have some change and they've got newer drivers. Whereas like Max has been with the team since how long?
Max is breaking records again in that team again. Again. Has he stopped? He hasn't stopped.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about him now having the most Red Bull podiums.
Yeah. It's insane.
He has 66. Seb has 65.
It is insane.
I can now just
Yeah.
cling to the fact that Seb has more world championships. That's about all we can cling to.
Yeah, that's all you got now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
Seb.
But the way Max is going, I think he's going to be up there with Lewis.
Provided Red Bull
I
don't trip
wish you
over
guys would have
themselves.
just seen my face when you said that. Can
Imagine.
people leave Lewis
Hang
alone?
on.
Leave Lewis
Imagine.
alone.
He is the
Leave him
person who
as-
denied Lewis the 8th. Imagine if he goes on for 8 world championships.
And imagine if he goes on for 8 world championships and gets denied that championship as well.
It'll be like the universe just goes, you can have 7, you are not breaking Michael's record.
You're
No
not
one-
breaking
no,
Michael's record.
It'll be like no one can beat 7. Michael will forever be that 7-time world champion. No one can beat the 7. You can reach 7 and be tied on the same as Michael, but you can't beat Michael.
There's only one person I'd want to beat Michael's record. Mick. Only person that's allowed to.
But poor Mick. Oh my God.
He's having a rough time with it. His seat might be in jeopardy.
I was going to say, there have been so many rumors that he's going to be kicked.
He's pretty safe in the fact of his sponsorship wants a German driver in the seat. There's not many German replacements.
No.
He'd be screwed if there was a German replacement.
It's just, I feel like more the fact that everyone believed he would be this top tier god of a driver the first year he came in, and then was put in a team like Haas. So he didn't even get that initial chance.
No, but he was a foot in the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it the foot you want in the door?
But
better than nothing.
Prove himself. So Ferrari couldn't even be like, oh yeah, we know you're good in a Formula One car. They were like, oh, that's how you are in a Formula One car, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. And I think everyone thought he was going to be like amazing this year, but I think people forget that Magnussen is a more experienced driver than him as well.
Magnussen's more experienced driver, and his dad is just a god of all gods. Michael was a different breed of human. I swear, as a driver, he was just a different breed of a human when it came to racing. When it came to racing, like nothing can beat Michael, you know. I mean, of course there are people who have done better than Michael and everything, but you know what I mean? Like you can't, like, there is no way of living up to that and those records and that, you know, you can't do that when you've got especially that kind of pressure on you to be perfect like that, to hop in a Formula One car and shock the world. Yeah. And let the world know that you will be this amazing person. It's hard to do that. And I mean, there's very few people who have done it, like very few. So it's like, well, or at least in their first year, there's very few who've done it. But yeah, talking about first years, this weekend is the Canadian Grand Prix, and in Lewis's first year of racing in Formula One, he won his first race at the Canadian Grand Prix, which is insane. Sixth race into his first Formula One season, and he won his first race. Sixth race, and he won. And then he went on to win 7 championships, and people still say,
"Hang on,
that man can't drive."
I think we just found the flaw of why he didn't get his 8th. What year did he win his first race in? And 7.
7, yeah. Oh, right.
Universe, like, you can't have 8.
Oh, right.
Sorry, you only won your first race in 2007.
If you waited a year,
you can't break that.
You should have waited a year to win it on your championship year.
Yeah, then you could have had 8. Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that like hate Lewis. Like, I'm not a crazy Lewis fan, but
disclaimer: I am not a Lewis
hater.
hater. Some jokes are
not a Lewis hater. I'm not like, compared to Zoe, I'm not like a massive Lewis fan, but I respect the man for what he's done and what work he's put in.
I have done research though on the hate, because I've always been curious, like, why do people hate him? And I'm like, growing up, I mean, like, I've been supporting him for 15 years, but I was like, were there things growing up that I missed in the media, or that like I was like sheltered from because I, you know, was a child and he was, you know, like in his 20s and everything while I was growing up? And I was like, did I miss anything? Did research? No, it's all just jealousy, racism, and that's it. It's most of it is just jealousy and racism.
It is. I think that's one reason a lot of people hate him.
Literally all it is.
Is the color of his skin, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous. That means nothing to what talent you have and how far you can go.
Well, I'm just like, oh my god, the talent that man has.
He has all the talent.
He is an F1 legend, and the people that hate him just need to get over that.
You can't have 103 race wins and 7 world championship wins, and people go, "Oh, it's just the car." You can't do it 7 times and 103 times just because of a car. The car definitely helps, and you need a good car.
Yeah, you need a good car.
One thing
it's also the driver in the car
is like the car helps.
Yeah,
but like
You need to be able to
full
control the car.
crazed, like Lewis Hamilton worshippers. I'm not talking about Zoe. There are people worse than Zoe.
Well,
Yes,
I respect
As soon as
all
you
parties.
mention a car, they go, "It's not the car. It's all him. He's a god." Blah, 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 blah.
No,
But then as soon as something's going wrong, it's the car's fault.
Yeah, no, there's definitely in Formula One, you need a good
car
car and you need
helps.
to be a good driver. You need an equal side on both. It's 50-50, pretty much.
You can have the best
Like-
car, but if you put the worst driver in it, you're not going to win.
No.
Yeah, literally. I'm not even kidding. Put Latifi in the and put him in the W11. Could he control that car? Put Mickey
I mean,
Mouse in
we
that
saw
car.
what
Would
happened
he spin in the
when you
first
put-
5 minutes of driving it?
We saw what
Yes.
happened when we put Pierre with Max 2019. Max was
like,
fine. Pierre was not handling that car.
He was not handling it.
Yeah, like if you have a good car, you need to at least be a good enough driver to control it, and
Mm.
that takes a lot to be able to.
I still feel bad for Pierre though. I'll always
Oh,
feel bad for Pierre.
I somehow think it was probably the best thing that happened to him.
Look, yeah, he probably wasn't ready to go to Red Bull. He probably needed like an extra year at
If he
AlphaTauri.
had a
But completely shutting, like just kicking him out and not warning him before publishing that to the public.
It was
That's a
no,
bit
to be,
rough.
it was
Like,
probably
that's rough.
the best thing to happen to him for his career. That it helped him build his like redemption arc, the revenge arc.
Oh yeah, like in the
But if
long
he had
run,
a
it was a good thing. But at the time, I was like,
If he had
Okay.
stayed there, if they had kept him for the entire season, he would have left Red Bull having completely tanked his Formula One career.
yeah,
I think it was just the timing as well. His life had just gone downhill, like personally, and then all of a sudden,
Mm.
Red Bull's like, "Fuck you, we don't want you anymore," and it's like, "Well, thanks, guys, thank
Yeah.
you so much." But hey, look at him now. He is finding his way. He is at least happy. He is happy. He has his bestie Yuki, the love of his life.
I love those two together. Like when
The
the, day
video of
comes that
Yuki
one of
just
them
walking
moves,
in front of him and just sitting on his lap.
just sitting on him.
Yes, I was gonna say Yuki just sitting down on his lap. I'm like, that is
The look on
that is a
Pierre's face was just like
It's like,
there's a little bit of amusement
okay,
and a lot of
why are you doing this?
Oh my god, I already know the memes I'm going to be seeing.
Oh yeah,
considering what did Lewis it was Pierre who made the comment about bottoming, was it?
I think
The car
so,
is
yeah.
bottoming out. And we were all like, you did not just say that in Pride Month.
No, it's the liked by Pierre Gasly gone to another level. Yuki sitting on Pierre's lap. I don't know if that made any sense. I hope you got that.
Disclaimer, it is 10:45 for me and Zoe when we're recording
Oh,
this.
most certainly. But no, did that sentence make sense? I hope it did. Anyways. I love those two. And I hope the day that those two aren't in a team together again, they
hurt.
stay good friends.
Surely, like
know.
Lando and Carlos.
Yeah, like a Lando Carlos deal. I
Mhm.
don't want anyone to be like a Lewis Rosberg deal. We don't want that anymore. That was
No.
not pretty. But a Carlos Lando where they can be besties off track and
Max
respect
Danny.
each other. Yes,
Yep,
Max and
Max
Danny.
Danny.
Oh my god, Max and
Or
Danny.
even Lewis and Bottas, those two are good mates.
Yes.
Such good mates. Bottas gives him a poster of his
Over his
ass.
eyes.
And then Lewis says he's going to stick
like,
a
"Oh my God, thank you
picture of
so
himself
much."
sitting on the rock onto said picture. Oh my God. There's so many friendships in Formula One now that it's like, it's surprising because you can't be good friends in Formula One, but still there's so many amazing friendships that they have, which I think is good. It's always good that they can at least respect each other off track. On track, that's a different story. They can hate each other as much as they want, but off track, it's good that they can respect each other and be nice and support each other in, hard times. I don't really know what I'm trying to say right now. I'm so tired.
Okay, well,
going
seeing
back
as we're
to
talking about
but
Canada,
Canada.
it never disappoints. Let's just
No.
say that.
no, it doesn't.
Canada's
No,
always
no.
good.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Or 07. Effectively, 07 was the catalyst for Sebastian Vettel's career. If you think about it. Robert Kubica crashed. Seb replaced him for the US Grand Prix. Youngest
Yes.
ever point scorer. into the slew of youngest ever somethings records. And we still have him on the grid today as one of 4 previous race winners of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Yes.
Who are the other 3?
We have Lewis.
Lewis.
Obviously.
And Danny.
Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Is Max
Sorry.
from Canada?
Nope.
I've gone
Who
blank.
won in
I just keep thinking
2006?
about-
Oh, that's too far back for me. Alonso?
Yeah.
Racking my
You said
brain
2006, and like it's
back to
someone
when
that's like been on the
he is
grid for a
old.
while.
My next clue is going to be who won the championship in 2006.
That wouldn't have helped me, honestly. You're gone too far back for me. Would my partner be very sad if I didn't get that? Yes.
I would have been very sad if you didn't get that.
He is a massive, he's like Alonso's #1 fan.
Alonso's great. And I hope we have him for a couple more years.
Well, he still believes
Depends
in
on how he goes
championship
with
in him.
depends on how he goes with the car though, because he said if he hates the car, then he's done.
Well, considering there's
Hmm.
been no noise of him leaving.
Yeah.
I
But to be
think
fair, there was
we've
no noise of Kimmy either, and then
Kimmy
got,
knew
like,
he
what, a
was leaving
week?
at the start of the season. When
yeah,
he
but
put
like,
his little end
no
of
one
season
talked about
predictions.
it. But
Kimmy didn't want to be there anymore.
No.
He
If
wanted
Kimmy could have retired at the start
and
of
he
that
wanted
season, he would have.
motocross.
yeah,
I
but like no one
understand,
talked
though.
about it until like a week before, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm leaving."
Bye.
See ya.
Anyway, going through the years of Canada. We've got the glorious 2011. The longest ever F1 race.
I was
Oh,
waiting
yes.
for you to continue that sentence.
So was I. I was like,
I was
Who
wondering if my
was?
Wi-Fi had just crashed out because, well, Zoe, there's no photo
Dead
of you.
silence.
And Jack wasn't
I was
moving. I was
like-
like, did my Wi-Fi just die?
I was like,
Anyway, the longest ever F1 race. 4
What was it,
hours,
like
4
4
minutes,
hours?
and 39 seconds.
Jesus.
2-hour red flag period.
Oh,
What was the red flag
that's what
for?
Monaco wishes it
Rain.
could be.
That's boring.
Like
Not that-
it was
Yeah.
torrential rain.
Oh, like
I
Spa
didn't say
last year.
Yeah, like Spa last year, except they waited it out.
Well, now there's a cap, isn't it? You
Yeah.
only have
This
till
race was
3 hours once the
effectively
race
the
starts.
beginning of the cap. But it was also won by Jenson Button, who arguably
Love
had the most unclean race and somehow won. He had collisions with 2 drivers, had to make 6 pit stops, one of them being a penalty, and managed to overtake Webber when he made a mistake for 3rd. And then on the last lap, Seb slid off. He hit the wet, slid off. And Button managed to overtake him for the win. 6 laps, including a penalty, to a race victory after having collisions with 2 different drivers.
The whole like Seb slid off and then Button just came in just reminds
Pretty
me of
much.
that time like in the Winter Olympics, the ice skating or whatever it was, and then everyone just fell, and then the Australian guy just slid through to win. So what came in my head then?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. It was insane. That's my favorite race of all time. All 4 hours, 4 minutes, and 39 seconds of it.
I can just imagine you sitting there just rewatching that race, just watching the red flags, like not skipping till the end of that red flag, just sitting there with the red flag, just watching the TV, or like
It's like-
having
I
it on
reckon
in the
that's like
background.
how people have comfort movies. That I reckon that's like your comfort thing.
That is Sam's
I've
comfort
watched
movie.
it too many times.
That is Sam's comfort movie.
It is. It's your
It
comfort
is.
movie.
It is. The zoom in on the bird having a little water bath. Commentators trying to guess what kind of bird it was.
I love those clips that people have put together of when there's animals on the track.
Oh my god, yes.
You're just like, there's an animal, groundhogs. Or that bird that refused to move for Seb. And he's like, he just wouldn't move.
And then Seb goes to explain why he slowed down. And everyone's like, dude, you didn't have to slow down that
He
much.
was
He's
like,
like, I did.
there's a
I wasn't
bird."
killing the bird.
And then he was going off on Lewis for not moving, like for
You
not
shouldn't
slowing
move the
down.
bird.
It's a bird. You gotta slow down. This man hates birds.
Oh my god. Nothing scares Lewis more though than onions. So a little
Chuck
bird
an
is
onion on
fine.
the track.
What is that? What? I see the video of someone putting an onion in his car and he's like screaming. Is there any other context to that? Or is it just
The
that?
man is just, you know how people are scared of, spiders and snakes and birds. He
It's an
is
onion.
for some
It's
reason
not
scared of
gonna-
onions.
It's not going to kill you.
Is he a vampire?
No, that's garlic.
Hey.
Damn.
Close, but no.
Hey, he could be scared of garlic as well. We never know.
We never know.
Maybe
Could be.
that's the cover. Maybe onions are the cover.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm scared of both.
I just took that as you were scared of both.
Yeah, so did I.
I was like, what? Sam, when were you scared of onions? Like, I know, like.
PSA, Sam is scared of garlic and onions.
So if you cook her a meal, make sure to add them in.
It's really funny
Gotta
because
put 'em
right
in.
now my hands smell like onions because I had to chop onions for dinner. And no matter what, I can't get the onion
away from
smell
it.
out of my fingers.
I'm just like, does he not like a little bit of, caramelized onion on the side of like his meals at times? Like, I feel like caramelized onion just like brings some
Hang on,
meals
I now need
together.
to. Is there photos of this man's meals? I want to know what he eats if he won't eat onion. Or
The
does
man
he eat
eats-
onions?
There's other vegetables in the world, Sam.
But onions make
Yeah.
things taste so much better.
The man
That's
just
true.
eats. He just goes out to his garden and just eats the leaves off the trees. Did
Just
you not
munch.
know that?
Yeah.
Hey,
It's like a giraffe, just munches on them.
literally.
That's really funny
Except
because
he's
he's
just
not the
not tall
tallest
enough.
He's
giraffe.
not tall.
Hey, he's a baby giraffe.
Well, he's a goat.
I didn't even think about.
They do eat
goats.
grass.
They also love the leaves off lemon trees. And they love
There you
grapes.
go.
Oh,
Grapes are
there we
good.
go, Lewis. There we go. It's confirmed by Sam that Lewis is a goat. Not the goat, but a
A
goat.
goat.
A goat.
A goat.
Because in Formula One, there are many goats.
Well, you
Mhm.
can't just have one.
Not
I'm
when
not trying to get onto the topic of goats right
We
now.
don't
But
wanna
you
start
can't
this
just have one
argument.
set. You can't just have one set goat. There's different regulations, different rules, different cars, different eras,
Different
different,
eras.
drivers.
Okay, hang on.
Like,
Okay, what are your guys' top 5? I'm hijacking the conversation here. What are your
God.
guys' top 5 in history?
Okay, to be fair, I just recent into F1 world, but so we can go first.
I'm
She's
trying to
been there
think.
longer.
I'm trying to think. I have 3, but I can't think of 2 others right now that I'm,
I'm
like
trying to knock mine
100%
down to
certain on.
5.
I can't pick my last 2. Sam can go first because she seems like
I'm
she was
still trying to
fine.
knock mine down to 5.
Oh. I can give you my top 3 in no specific order. I mean, I think we all know.
Yeah,
what
I
my
can
top
give you
3
no
would
order.
be. I think we know my top 3. That's not a surprise. Let's see. Okay, I'll
Well,
give you
this
my
is hard
top
to
3 so
do.
that there's not like a random silence. No specific order. Of course, we have Lewis, and we have Senna, and of course we have Michael. Those 3 are
I think those are like
those are
staples in everyone's.
Yeah, I
Like,
was gonna say
if you don't have
Hamilton,
those 3.
Schumacher, and Senna are in there, 100%.
But then, like,
I'd probably say louder as
I-
well.
It's so hard. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm looking
see,
at,
I
I'm just
haven't
like, I
put
have a
louder
list
in
of
mine,
names
and I
in
feel
front
like I
of me
should
right
have louder
now,
in mine.
and I'm trying to see because I'm looking at a list of names right now, right? Because I'm like, who? If I look at names, maybe it can tell me who my last 2 will be. I can't decide.
Okay, hang on.
Because I have,
What if I said top 6?
That wouldn't help
that.
me.
Wouldn't help?
Okay.
Not me, but probably Zoe. I would
So
honestly, I would probably put Seb in because
see, because I was going to say,
because he not even just for his championships, but because he just advocates for so much that if he wasn't there, I think it would be different. It would be a different world.
see, because right now in my list of names that I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, list of some of the greatest drivers the sport has ever had. I have like Lewis, Senna, Michael, Seb, Jackie Stewart. We've got Prost. We've got Fangio. Like, I can't pick 6. I have my set 3, but like, and then there is Seb in there, but I'm just like, I don't know. Okay, I've set 4.
You're set
I can't
4.
choose. I can't choose
Go on,
2
Sam,
more to
what are
make a
yours?
6.
Well, my 6. Well, my set 3 are obviously Lewis, Michael, and Senna.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
my next three, they do tend to change, but there's always one constant in this, and I want to know if you can guess what the one constant in my top ones are. So after Senna, I've got Lauda, Fangio, and Clark.
Oh yeah.
Was Claire not louder? Because you just said that before.
No,
You
I
should
did
be there,
just say
but yeah, it's
I
not
feel like
louder.
it's Clark.
Yeah, I want to say
It's either
Clark.
Clark or well,
it's always
or
Clark.
it
It's
might be
obviously
Fangio,
only
'cause
the
you
other
always
two,
talk about-
Zoe.
It's always Clark, no matter what.
No, I was gonna say, or it could,
Clark is in my
I was gonna
top
say it could
whatever
be
of all time.
Fangio because
What
I
years
actually
did
often
Clark
forget
race?
about-
Fangio though, because you always talk about Fangio.
I actually quite often forget about Fangio.
What years did Clark race?
Jim Clark.
See,
What a
this is
name,
hard because
Jim
I
Clark.
have,
Jim
like,
Clark.
as I said before.
Uh,
Okay, I have 5. I
Top
can
Gear
give you
special on it
5,
made me cry.
but I feel bad when I don't say a name because I feel like they all deserve the title, you know. I feel like different. Okay.
He
No,
was
I have a set
from
5.
Scotland.
I have a set 5.
I have just Googled. He was from Scotland. How did I not know about this man?
How did you not know about Clark?
I'm half
so he was
Scottish. This is sad.
He did like so many different things. He was active from 60 to like 68. Well, obviously. But the thing
True.
was, yeah, obviously, active from 60 to 68. But back then, you could participate in so many different series. Like F2 or whatever it
Yeah.
was then. You could participate in at the same time as F1. Indy, touring cars, everything. He did literally everything. So he was probably the most all-rounder, which is why I've always got him up there. Because he wasn't just F1. It was
Oh, he
everything.
drove that Formula One car. Okay.
No, I have my 6. I just racked my brain and was just trying to decide. I have my 6.
Here we go. Let's go, Zoe.
Senna, Michael, Hamilton, Seb, Lauda, Clark.
Is that in order or
No,
no?
no.
Very
I
nice.
can't.
Good selection.
I can't pick. I mean, we all know Lewis is one. Like, is my favorite driver, but like, I can't pick who I think should be number 1 to 6.
I feel like that.
I also
At
can't
that
pick-
point, it just becomes personal preference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also just
Yeah.
can't. Yes, Lewis is technically my favorite driver, but of all time, it's between him and Senna
Yeah.
and Michael. I think. Oh no, now I'm starting to think about that.
You've started
Sam.
a crisis here, Sam.
Sam.
You're welcome.
I started with
Thanks
Lewis
for the
fucking
crisis.
eating leaves, and then we got onto a goat, and now we're talking about goats.
Now we're
and
talking about Scottish Formula
we
One
said we
drivers.
weren't going to talk about goats. We said we're not going to get into this conversation. Then Sam brought us into the conversation.
Welcome to the Grid Girls Down Under podcast. It is just a swirling wormhole of chaos.
I'm just like,
It's
I'm
a black
looking at my
hole.
Formula One
It
books
is.
right now. I'm looking at my room. Well, not even my Formula One books, my room, and I have literally all it is literally all it is Senna, Lewis, Nicky, Michael. Oh fuck! I forgot about one of my favorite drivers.
I think I've sent Zoe into a crisis.
Okay. Oh, I was gonna say living in my lifetime, but Michael, Kimmy, and Lewis have been living in my lifetime.
Yes, they have.
So that doesn't even narrow it down.
No. Join us next week for when Zoe comes with her final decision.
I could say, oh no, because then I could say who's inspired me the most throughout my life, right? But then that is Senna, Michael, and Lewis. But living in today's, like, that would narrow it down to Michael and Lewis. But then I grew up with both of them. So I'm like, who would I choose? I can't choose. I'll forever respect them of this too. Anyways. Oh God, Sam, you've got me working my brain. It's 11 o'clock at night. I shouldn't be thinking this hardly into drivers. Oh my God, I can't speak.
You're welcome.
Okay, you guys can continue the conversation. I'm gonna take a break for a minute.
Anyway, I
Process my thoughts.
think my favorite.
Yes,
Apologies,
we're
everyone,
going
for
to bring
the
it
little
back.
technical difficulty we've had there.
We have a few technical difficulties.
New Zealand
because of the
Wi-Fi
weather.
doesn't enjoy wet
The
weather.
rain.
If we don't get that
winter
first
is the
bit
cool
back,
time.
if we don't get that first bit back,
It'd
hello.
be interesting.
Welcome to our conversation that we
Welcome to
are
our
going
mid-convo.
continue talking about.
There's no reason it shouldn't save.
Surely not. But if not, the
Welcome.
listeners can just keep up.
Anyways, back to Yuki Tsunoda's rear wing. When they brought him into the pits, I was so sure they're either going to pull him out of the race or for some reason I thought, oh yeah, they're going to have a whole spare rear wing just ready.
Just ready.
I don't
like
know
the front
why I
wing,
thought
just
that,
ready
but
to
I
go.
was like, no, yeah. It's like, I don't
Doesn't
know why
quite
they have a
work like
rear
that.
wing. Yeah. No, I know. But for some reason, I think it was the fact that it was like 11 o'clock at night. My brain wasn't processing it. So I was like, yeah, like they can just get a whole new rear wing. That doesn't work. But anyways, because they were all running out. There was, for some reason, they had 5 mechanics running out for one roll of duct tape. Like,
I know, and then they were
looked
like
there was going to be something big, and then they just came out with a roll of duct tape.
just one guy ready with it already pulled, like ready to go.
I'm so impressed. Like the stewards must have been sitting there reading the rule book,
Is this
going,
allowed? Like,
it doesn't say they're not allowed to do this.
can they do this?
That was great.
Do we have to tell them to stop?
Is this safe?
Well,
All it said was you have to come in and make repairs.
yeah.
So surely
They repaired
if they've waved that flag to Yuki, they must have looked at the book before waving the flag. Isn't
Well,
the FIA that control the flags? Oh, no.
It's effectively a broken part
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, the
liable
black-
to then fly
the
off.
orange
And
flag falls under just a broken part of the car.
that
it's
needs
like
to be
another-
fixed.
I think it would have been that one thing of, it's safer for us to duct tape it down. We'll see how he races. If it starts to look like it's coming off, we'll pull him in. But right now, there's no need to pull him in because his car is still together. So we might as well.
The fact that Yuki had no idea what was going on.
Oh,
that
bless
was
him.
Great.
Bless his
That was
cotton
great.
socks.
The
He
man
had no
is
idea.
clueless.
He just thought he had an engine problem.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing?
No DRS.
No more DRS.
DRS.
What?
You just taped your wing down.
Yeah, it's
You
just him
what?
going, what? Like,
Okay.
what are you
Surely,
guys going on about?
surely after that race, he
These
got
budget
out and
caps
was
are hitting
like,
hard.
what was
I wonder if he
that?
just turned around and looked at his rear wing like, what? What is going
No
Is this
on?
allowed?
DRS, and he's like, what do you mean no DRS? Doesn't even know they've duct taped it. He hops out of the car and goes, what the
Oh.
fuck? Like, when did that get there? Like,
He's like,
what?
oh, that's what you stopped me for.
Oh,
Looks at it, goes, do I have a $50,000 fine incoming?
Yeah, I'm like,
oh, so that's where our money's gone. It doesn't exist. We're using duct tape now instead.
Yeah, budget
I've
caps, man.
crashed too many times.
Oh, it's great. It's great. It made a lot of memes,
It did.
which was great.
That's great.
Made the race a bit more enjoyable for those who didn't enjoy it.
The
Yeah,
race
no.
itself wasn't
It was a messy weekend.
exciting like other years,
Yeah.
I
but it was
wanted to turn it
dramatic.
off. I
It
wanted
was
to
a
turn that
dramatic
off.
weekend. For
But I
F2
didn't.
and F1, they were
Don't
both
even go there for F2.
a dramatic mess, and I wasn't here for it until the F1 race came along and things started going the way that I wanted them to, and I was therefore fine with it. But it was, I didn't have much luck going in. I was like, oh my god, all my F2 guys have that was a mess. Fred didn't even start the race properly, and I was like, okay, my weekend is over. Fred doesn't start a race properly. Fred controls my weekend. But then we had Lewis finishing in P4 in extreme agony from a car that isn't even is it I don't even know I don't even know how to explain it. It was like he was like on a supercharged like pogo stick. I don't even know why is his car bouncing so much.
He just bounced his way towards that podium.
True.
And then like Toto after the race is like, I'm so sorry.
Meanwhile, George
We're
is sitting
driving
on
a
the podium like,
shitbox.
woo!
Yeah. No, and then there's Lewis just trying to, it sounded like he just ignored everything Toto said and was like, good job, guys. Like, we'll get this done. It sounded like he was about to pass out. And I was
Yeah,
like,
to be fair, he was probably like breathing to control the pain because like I can't imagine
hey, at
the
least
bouncing what that would do.
At least Angela fully got to just fully fulfill her job title this weekend of being a physio.
Sometimes I forget that she's a physio and I just see her as like Lewis's best mate.
Same. Like, I know
that she has a job role.
I know deep down like she has an actual job and that she studied to like her degree and everything to
Yeah.
get there, but I'm just like, that's not even her job. Like, she's just Lewis's best friend and she's just there to support him. Like, she's not there for a job. And then I'm like, actually, no, she is. But like that's the kind of like job you want, is where you can like be besties with the person you're working with.
Yeah.
In terms of like that kind of area of work, like in Formula One, you want to be like close. Otherwise, you need to be able to trust. That's the friendship I want. Sorry, I'm just rambling, but that's the friendship I want. I want a friendship like Angela and Lewis. That is
You want a friendship with Lewis?
true, but that's not the point. That's not the point. I want what Lewis and Angela have. With anyone. Well, not with anyone.
Oh, that's great for you because I have some terrible knees. So are you good with physio?
No, but I am studying at the same university that Angela Cullen studied at. So hey, I could just change degrees and become the next Angela Cullen. I mean, she is from New Zealand, so hey, any future Formula One drivers want to be my bestie? I'll study physio for you. I'll become your.
I mean,
physio.
you already go to the same dentist as Liam.
Yeah, I was going to say Liam. Come on,
Come on, mate.
Kiwi power.
Same orthodontist as Liam. Hell yeah.
Get on that.
I still don't know if that story is true or not. I feel like my orthodontist made up so many stories that I'm not 100% sure. Like, I know I saw him there once, but I'm like, that can't be real. Like, that can't be real.
No, you just
Like,
hallucinated.
Well, I'm like, was he a patient of my orthodontist or the other guy who works there? Like, that can't be real. That can't be real. Who knows? My orthodontist made up quite a few. Well, I don't know if he made up stories, but it seemed like they were a bit made up. So I still don't believe the Liam thing. I saw Liam there and I still don't believe the Liam thing. I think that's just me not wanting to believe the fact that I sat in the same room as Liam Lawson and didn't realize it was Liam Lawson until he left.
Yeah.
But then again, that was like 2017. That was years ago.
Yeah. It was like at the SGP when all the cars were driving in. And like Danny literally drove right past me and like he was at the seat that was next to us. And I've gone, that's not Danny. Holy shit, that's Danny. I was like, that's not real. No, that didn't just happen. He didn't just drive past me. I didn't just see Charles drive past. Like, no, it's not real. I didn't see Oscar come in. No. This is not happening.
Me in Singapore when I see Formula One cars in person, that's not real.
You're like, that's not real.
That's just like a figment of my imagination.
No.
They're not real.
Not there.
What? Like, I just have like a super amazing TV in front of me. It just can't be real.
Literally. It's got a great surround sound.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like VR. Like, I have people beside me, but this isn't real. That's what it's gonna feel like. I still don't believe that I'm gonna like see Lewis race before he retires. Like, whenever he decides to retire. Like, I get to see him race at least once, which has been a life goal. Whoa.
You get to see Lewis, you get to see Max, you get to see Seb.
I get to see
Danny.
I get to see Danny. I get to meet my friends from TikTok. Well,
Yes,
some of my
you
friends
do.
from TikTok. It's insane.
You get to meet two of the grid girls.
Hell yeah. I get to fly with them to Singapore.
That's an experience.
It really is.
I mean, I was with Lucy and Erin for a day, and God love them.
Next year.
But you three together, absolute chaos. I can tell you that right now.
And we've got Lewis traveling with us, so it's gonna be insane. Pop
Mayhem.
vinyl Lewis.
Oh yes, Pop Vinyl Lewis.
Oh, it's gonna be insane. I'm excited. This podcast has gone in so many directions. This
It
episode
really has.
kind of liking it. Is Sam okay? Just a
This is-
question. She's like shaking her head side to side. For anyone who can't see her right now.
Just entertaining myself as I'm stuck in the country.
You're coming to Australia with us next year.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Oh, just you guys wait.
Oh, it's gonna
I
be
mean,
great.
hey, if we're lucky enough, if we get the Ausg to recognise us, mate,
Grid Girls Down Under.
good goes down under.
Ex-OzGP.
OzGP.
Oh my god.
We got to get on that. We
A
got
whole
to
collaboration.
get on that. Yes,
A whole
100%.
collaboration. OzGP
Head into the
and
paddock.
Admin, if you see this, we love and appreciate
Just tag
you.
them in everything.
Are you okay, Sam?
Yep.
Oh, anyways, back to my story. Not my story, but my message to the OzGP admin. We would love it if we could partner with you next year. That would be amazing. You can say no.
You
I
don't
am
have to take
expecting a
us,
no,
but
like that would be. I think you would love that. We would love that.
be a great
It would be
partnership.
iconic.
Talking
Sam's just
about-
like, oh, I don't know if I want to be a part of that.
Talking about
I was
admins, nice hat, Sam.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh, no, right,
say.
isn't it great?
Great hat.
Hey, Sam might just stay with Red Bull New Zealand.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, guys.
Wishful thinking.
There's still a year.
How
Still-
insane is
still
it
here.
to think that you just had the idea of making a silly little TikTok account and now you've
Yeah.
received a package from
You
Red
received-
Bull New Zealand?
Red Bull New Zealand, absolute legends.
Absolute legends.
Insane.
Legends.
Nicest people out there.
Insane.
And no,
Well
deserved.
she is not getting paid to say that.
No, I am not.
She's not getting paid.
Oh,
I
question
think
actually,
nicest people
Sam.
out there. Yes.
Review on the green Red Bull.
Out of 10.
10.
Oh,
It was
when it
so
comes
good.
into the country, everyone should buy it.
I wish that they would come into my work. We've only
I
got like the
think-
standard Red Bulls at work.
I think they're supposed to be coming into stores because I went
Oh,
on
good.
the New World
Oh, that's
online.
right.
I was like, before I opened it, because I knew that if I liked it, I was
Mm.
like, I need to be able to find more of this. Because I have one more can, and I'm gonna try it with Dad this weekend because he also drinks Red Bull. So I was gonna let him try it because I know he's gonna be like, this is gross. It's too sweet. He's very
yeah.
much a standard Red Bull, and that is that.
Standard Red Bulls are sweet though.
Oh, this is sweeter. This
I
is
was
like
gonna say the
fruity
flavored
sweet.
ones are a lot sweeter.
I'm very much a normal Red Bull, but this was so good. It in a way reminds me of, I think it's the Blue V a bit.
Yeah.
But it's been so
Okay.
long since I've had one of those. It was just so good.
I'm so excited for them to come into the country.
Yeah, I think they're hitting supermarket shelves. Because on the New World website, you could add it to your cart, but they didn't have pictures up for it yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So I am going to be taking a look at my nearest New World this weekend, and buying the other flavors because
The red one and
I
the
wanna try the
yellow
rest.
one. I like the yellow one, the tropical one. I don't really know how I feel about the watermelon one.
see, I feel like watermelon doesn't belong as a drink.
Oh, I feel like
I
that'd
feel
be
like
too
It's a
sweet.
weird thing.
It was I can't remember what it tasted like, but it was almost a mix between like artificial and real watermelon. That it was like
Oh.
trippy. Like it tasted artificial because of the Red Bull flavoring kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then also tasted like real watermelon. It kind of confused me. But that's probably because I just didn't know what to expect. So when I had a taste of it, it was oh wait,
Mm.
this is what it tastes like. But you know, we need Sam to do a full TikTok review of all the Red Bull flavors that we have.
I mean, hey, maybe one day
I will.
Sam will get her own Red Bull fridge.
Mum actually sent me a listing the other day for a Red Bull fridge, of which I didn't open the listing because I had $2 in my account. I literally replied to it, Mum, I have $2 in my account.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Stop sending me things that I'm going to want to spend money on. I'm still paying off my laptop. I've paid off my laptop.
You have paid off your
Still
laptop.
don't have enough money for a fridge. Still moving in a month.
Still moving in a month, but oh well.
Oh, well,
Red Bull comes first. Isn't
Red Bull
that
always
how
comes
life goes?
first. Red Bull always comes first.
Red Bull before anything.
Yes.
Ooh, sorry. My laptop just glitched out. Sorry.
We're having no end of technical difficulties today.
It was because I was fiddling with my camera.
All right. Before we lose anyone again, should we do predictions?
Yes.
Yes, I haven't thought about them though.
Neither have I.
I thought about mine this morning. Let's see if I remember it. I think I said Carlos P1 because I really, really want Carlos to just win a race. At this point, I just want him to finish a race. Win it. Be so good. That boy, I think that boy needs it.
He does.
He needs it.
Seeming his team's now given up, he needs at least a win this
He
year.
needs his maiden win. Let's be real. Max will probably come P2.
Let's go, Max.
What's your wacky 3?
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. I'm like, I've cycled through the real wacky people that I'm going to eventually end up using like the normal people you'd see on a podium. But I've said Lando this time, even though Zoe apparently hates Lando.
I don't hate Lando.
Well, apparently your talk says otherwise.
Lando.
Lucy will be happy. She'll be happy with my prediction. But yeah, let's go Lando P3. What did the other girls say?
I just favor Daniel over Lando. And
I feel like as someone that lives in Australia, New Zealand, it'd be bad if you didn't favor the Aussie over the Brit. There's enough British people in F1.
Lucy favors the Brit over the Aussie.
She does, but she's a different breed. Erin evens her out. Erin evens it out.
No, I don't know.
Wait.
Right.
I think it was this
What about when
weekend
Liam
just because
Lawson makes it to F1? We're going to have Piastri on the grid. We're going to be split.
We'll be split.
I would if it was Lawson and Piastri on the grid at the same time, it's definitely Lawson over Piastri for me.
Oh, yeah.
See, I beat Piastri over Lawson.
I am
the only time I'll ever be
100%
patriotic.
backing Lawson.
To have a Kiwi back on the grid
that would be good though, to have a Kiwi on the
If
grid.
he wins, we get the Kiwi anthem.
You get the Kiwi anthem.
Yeah.
Which your anthem, I dig it. I like your anthem. It's groovy. I like the tune.
I love it.
I heard it on
it's
Anzac
one of my
Day.
favorites.
Yeah, I heard it on Anzac Day, and I was like, "What's this anthem?" And then Mum was like, "It's the New Zealand anthem." I'm like, "I like it."
It's got it's that like kind of tune that you don't get sick of.
No.
Whereas like some
Look,
get a bit of tiring.
the Australian anthem's not bad.
I don't think I've ever really listened to the Australian proper.
If it comes on, bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna like proper sing it. But that's because my whole schooling years you didn't have a choice and you had to.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about the fact of like when we were speaking of the New Zealand national anthem and like it's just got that tune, and it was like, it's been years since I've last had to sing it because obviously I'm not at school anymore. But I still know the word. Like I know it word for word, and if you just put on the tune,
you'll go for it.
I'd be able to go for the entire song. I'm like,
last time I sang the anthem was Monza.
Talking about the national anthem though, do you think so? Lucky Lewis Hamilton has an honorary citizenship to Brazil now, right?
He does. I'm proud of the boy.
If he got P1, could he ask for the Brazilian national anthem, or is that not allowed?
No, I don't think he could because he races under the UK flag. Well, specific. Well, yeah, it's a UK flag, but
amazing to hear that anthem on the F1 podium again.
Yeah. I'm sure he could. I'm sure if it was like going into Brazil or something.
Yeah, if he won in Brazil,
let me play the Brazil. I'm sure they'd let him do it.
They'd let him do it.
Another superior race in Brazil this year. Yes, please. My favorite track. My favorite driver on the grid. Yes, please. I need it. Mercedes
if you can please sort out the W13 by Brazil in November this year, I would greatly appreciate that because I need Brazil to be a good race. Thank you very much. I appreciate that and I love you all.
That literally sounded.
That is my.
That is your plea.
It's your plea. That sounds like a PA on a plane. Because you got closer to the mic. Literally sounded like this is your captain speaking. What's going on? Okay. Anyway,
Mercedes team.
We got sidetracked again. Do you two have your predictions yet, or shall I do the other girls?
I do have my prediction actually.
Let's hear it, Zoe.
I think Max P1, of course. If I can't have Lewis, I have to have Max.
Yeah.
I then think, I don't know why, but I'm thinking Carlos P2 and Pierre P3. I am getting Pierre vibes from Canada, and I don't know why.
Yes, Zoe.
Like,
I'm here for that.
Can I please have Pierre in P3? I would greatly appreciate that. Why are you screwing your face up, Sam?
I support this.
Screwing your face up at me wanting Pierre to get P3?
I'm going to ask this again this week. It didn't go that well last week. Is Charles finishing the race? Zoe?
I don't actually know. Last week I had a bit of a no, I don't know. Last week I had a bit of a feeling of possibly not. So I said no. But this week I don't actually know. I hope he does. He deserves to finish the race and he deserves to do well.
Yeah.
Because that man has done nothing wrong to deserve not to finish a race.
That boy is really Mr. Saturday.
Ferrari has given up this year. Binotto has given up this year. Not Ferrari. Binotto has given up this year. So I hope he can finish the race. I hope he can do well. A podium would be, iconic. It's Charles. Charles on the podium would be great. But I don't know with the way the Ferrari's running. Let's just hope it's not hot over there.
I mean,
and then
Binotto can give up, but that doesn't mean the mechanics are going to give up.
Yeah, I know, but Binotto controls so much in that team that.
But maybe if one of them gets a win, it might give him some light at the end of the tunnel.
Imagine a Carlos win.
Carlos win as redemption for Ferrari.
Iconic. That wouldn't happen, but
it would. But we can hope.
We can hope and we can dream.
We can dream.
But no, I either think Carlos P2 or maybe George P2. Okay. Sorry, Lewis, I love you, but your health is just not in 100% condition, and your car is not and Toto can even agree with that. So in a couple races time, you'll be up there. But right now, unfortunately, you're having the bad luck. Anyways, Sam, podium. What's your podium?
Wait, did you say P3?
No, Pierre's still P3.
Oh, that's right. So
it's either Carlos or George P2.
Gotcha.
I've put absolutely no thought into this.
Love it.
No thought. No thought. No basis. Bit of a dream.
What is it?
Max P1.
Shocker.
I didn't think he was going to finish last week. Remember that though.
True.
Chico P2.
Mm-hmm.
And I want Seb P3 to make up for 2019.
Please,
we love Seb.
Please. Just stab it in Ferrari's face.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Sorry.
And then he needs to go up and change his sign, just for good measure.
Max needs to get out of the car and just give him the one pit bull.
This is yours.
Like, just take it. Just take
pure sentimental reasons. I need Seb on the podium in Canada in an Aston Martin. It would also be a kick in the teeth for Lance.
Oh, I should have said Lance anyway. I forgot about him.
How do we feel about people wanting Latifi for driver of the day?
It's not going to work.
I'd rather Stroll.
Yeah, I'd rather Stroll.
I'd rather Stroll over Latifi.
Page, so I thought I would
it's because they want Latifi because it's rumored that this might be his last race.
Yeah. But normally if they're going to change drivers, don't they at least give them till the middle when they go on summer break? To be a decent human, let him have half the season.
We're talking about Formula One.
That's true.
Of course, these are just rumors.
Yeah, no, just thought I'd ask.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Okay,
So
what are the girls' predictions?
Lucy has said she thinks that because of the long back straight, that Red Bull's going to do better. But considering Max had 2 DNFs and now Charles has also had 2 DNFs, she's thinking Max might have a good weekend. So she has gone Checo P1, Carlos P2, and Charles P3.
The triple C strikes again.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It hasn't
Alrighty.
worked yet.
It hasn't. No.
No, it hasn't worked.
I need to see it at least once just for satisfaction. For the 3 Cs. Alrighty. Erin has gone P1. Charles Leclerc. P2. Supermax. And P3 Checo.
No.
Whose prediction was that, sorry?
That was Erin's.
Erin's? Okay.
I'm trying to find Khalila's.
Have you got one for Khalila?
I don't know. I know she said she was going to send it. But I don't know if she ended up sending it.
Did she? Why can't I think it was Carlos right now? Didn't send it.
Did I didn't send it? Send it. I don't think she has, but I'm going to assume that she's going to have Charles on that podium.
I wouldn't be
Hey,
too
who
sure about that
knows?
because she didn't put Ferrari on the podium at all last week.
She did, but maybe she will this time for some.
Hey, maybe
Good
because
hope.
she didn't put Ferrari on the podium last week. It was her jinxing it, not me.
Maybe.
Get off my back.
To be fair,
and
I
jump
could have
on
jinxed
her
it because I
back.
put both of them on the podium.
Exactly.
I think
Blaming me
did
for
I?
your
No, I didn't.
problems, Sam.
You
That's so
said I asked if
disrespectful.
Charles was going to finish, and you said no. Okay, that's on you.
I'm sorry, everyone. I didn't mean it. I just wanted Max to win, and anything for Max to win.
Yeah, by the looks of it, we have not got one from Khalila.
Okay, let's put guesses out. What her predictions are?
Guesses.
Max,
I just keep
Chico,
getting
George.
Pierre vibes from Canada.
What a combo. I'm going to say she's. Actually, I think she's going to have Carlos on there. Max probably. And Charles. I'll say she might do it. Let's just guess. She'll do it that way. P1.
I think
Carlos,
Max,
P2 Max, P3 Charles.
I think Max, Carlos, and George for her. Who knows?
Who knows? She may turn around and have none of those people.
Who
She
knows?
may have Lance, Latifi, and Lance Tiffy.
Lance
knows?
TV.
The whole grid doesn't finish other than those two, so it's just those two on the podium.
Hey, stranger things have happened at Canada. Okay.
Hey, I mean,
That's
we had a
true.
4-hour race once.
You
Who
only-
knows what we might
You only
get.
need 10 people to crash out to get points.
Just,
10 DNFs
all
to
it
get the
takes-
points.
all it takes is Bottas locking his brakes into
Just
turn 1, and you have
Bowling
points.
Bottas. You just need Bowling Bottas to come back.
As long as Lewis can stay in the race, I'm fine.
As long as Charles and Carlos don't DNF, I'll be okay. I honestly, I don't care where they come. I just want them to finish a race at this
I'm
point.
kind of hoping the Canadians can do well this weekend, only because, well, we've seen how their season's gone so far, and it's not the greatest.
No.
So if they can at least do great in their hometown, home country, oh my gosh, home, if they can at least do great in their home, and that's all that matters. We're going to ignore the fact that I call Canada a town and not a country. That was a blonde moment, and I didn't even mean it.
Well, you said hometown, so it's not completely wrong.
True. Anyways, it's now 11:30 p.m. So everything Zoe says after this is not a functioning human. Just to
Should not be
everyone
held
listening.
against her.
Yes.
She is not liable for anything she says as of this point.
Ask me any predictions. Don't blame me if the race goes wrong. Sam.
What? Just had to let someone else take the fall for jinxing something for once.
It's fine.
It's
I did
not
say it,
just
and
me.
I said it very straight. I was just like, no.
You grabbed your
No.
microphone and you leaned into
No.
it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Charles. I'm sorry. I needed Max to win. But hey, Charles is healthy and Charles is okay.
Physically, yes.
So it's fine.
Emotionally,
Yeah,
maybe not.
Emotionally,
No,
probably
that,
not.
I was going to say he's happy and healthy, but then I was
Since
like, oh, happy might
Spain,
be a bit
I
too far.
don't know if that man has known joy.
He is in Spain without the S.
Literally.
Every time I say that, I go to say it like the TikTok audio of I'm
He's
in
in
Spain
Spain
without the
without-
A.
That's all I can hear
You're
it
in
as.
Spain.
Oh, I almost said you're in Spain without the P, and then I was like, wait, that's
Same.
sin.
Sin.
I was like, no.
Spain.
Oh. Anyways, what else is there to talk about? What else has happened or is coming up?
Is there anything, or is
There's
that
so
it?
much to talk about.
All I want to say is thank you to the wonderful man over at McLaren speaking good words about
Oh yes,
our lovely McLaren boy, Daniel Ricciardo.
Danny Rick.
Thank you, Andreas.
And this is why we stand, Andreas.
I respect you and I love you. And I just want to say thank you because at least I know one person there loves and respects that man. Loves
He's a
and respects
lovely
Danny.
Andreas is just such a humble man.
Andreas knows to look
Literally.
like to the future for progress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dax just looks at the now. He's impulsive.
Honestly, I say that
Andreas
he's American.
is just
He is.
He's American.
And like previous seasons, I like last season, absolutely love Zach. This season, oh, I despise him at this point.
He's iffy. I'm iffy
well,
with him.
I'm rating
Zach is
him
going,
down with Horner. Even Horner's got redeeming qualities right now.
No, the thing is, Zach is going, we gave Daniel last year, so he should be used to the team. It's like he's used to the team. It's the brand new car that he's not used to, and that's not fit for him. Of course, he's not going to be 100% perfect. And everyone knows Daniel Ricciardo takes a long time to get used to the cars. So, therefore, get over your petty little self, Mr. Boss Man, who's in charge of the money, and deal with the fact that Daniel is learning again. All the drivers are
also,
learning.
Don't shit talk your driver.
No.
It creates a poor working environment where someone doesn't want to perform or won't perform. Look
Yeah,
what
because-
happened to Pierre at Red Bull. As soon as the team went, no. What happened? Just
Even
went worse and worse.
Even Andreas agrees with that. He's like, we shouldn't be talking down on a member of our team because that doesn't help them at all. And when Daniel is the one who's getting that money for the team by having to do well in the races, you actually kind of need to support him and back him up so he can do well to bring in that money for your team. You know, if you don't show love to your drivers, they're not going to show love to you. Because what's the point?
This is what Andres said in an interview. It is very clear that it is my job as team boss to protect the team from the outside world. In the last 20 years, I have not seen a driver become faster because he was publicly criticized. We have a contract with Daniel for next year, and that's why we're all staying calm, keeping working hard and trying to find those percentages that he is missing at the moment. And then we look forward to better results with him again. That is a
Literally.
logical man.
Also,
Yes.
can we just once again this week talk about the fact that Danny Rick is the only driver to win for McLaren for like the past 10 years, 9 years. So I think everyone just kind of needs to register to the fact that Danny Rick is McLaren's angel right now at this point. If it wasn't for Danny Rick, they wouldn't have that win. They wouldn't have Monza. They wouldn't, it would just be,
Well, they would.
McLaren, midfield. No.
I might with Lando because he was P2.
Yeah, but
behind
would
him.
Lando have been able to hold that place, or would he have gotten a bit too cocky? Who knows? Whereas Danny-
Russia flashbacks.
I'm sorry, Danny kept his cool, and Danny was like, "Yeah, Whereas going back to Russia, this isn't Lando slander, but going back to Russia, Lando got a bit cocky. We saw how it ended.
He did.
The team
And-
also fumbled the ball.
They
Oh,
did. They
most
should. I
definitely.
don't think they
McLaren
should have
is-
left that up to him. I think they should have
McLaren
told
is
him
their
you need to come in.
own worst enemy. McLaren is their
Literally.
own worst enemy.
But when it comes to a driver's first win, I've come to the conclusion, if it is wet weather and a driver, like just over the years of watching Formula One, if it is a driver's first win and it is wet weather, don't let them decide anything. If you think they should be on a specific set of tires, bring them in to get on that specific set of tires. Don't let them decide, because it never ends well.
Because also you have more information than they do.
Yeah.
Literally. And they've got that adrenaline rush of, oh my God, I'm about to win my first race. And it's like, oh, well, actually, the weather didn't help
Soz,
and
mate.
nothing went to plan. And so, no, I don't know. Who knows? Lando could have won Monza, but at the same time, very little chance, in my opinion, that he could have won Monza. Only because also Danny's pace in Monza was,
He
from what
reached
I can
another level
remember,
with that car.
quite, yeah, I was going to say, Danny pushed that car to another level. But anyways, that's just, and Danny Rick is McLaren's best right now. And they're just letting him down. Other than Andreas, he's loving Danny. He's respecting Danny.
Andreas still believes that Danny is the driver that McLaren needs.
Yeah.
Yes, and he is. And Andreas knows, oh, Danny takes a while to get used to the car. We'll give Danny time. Next year, Danny could be superior. If we work on the car and we work with Danny, Danny can be superior, is the kind of vibe I'm getting from him. He didn't say that word for word, but that's the vibes Andreas gives me.
Andreas is a smart man.
Oh, most definitely. He thinks more about the love and respect for people more than money, which is good because, I mean, it's more important. Health over wealth, am I right? Am I right, ladies?
Yes.
Anyways. Whoa. Oh my God. Sorry, Sam just sent a screenshot of a guy DMing her on Instagram going, "We matched on
Hang on, you
Tinder."
missed the point.
What
You missed
the
the part
fuck?
where you missed the part where he sent another account story, which has like 40,000 followers, which shared our
Oh, I
Grid
didn't
Girls
even see
TikTok
that.
and tagged me, so it was my face, which is obviously where the recognition came from because my face. And
he
then
goes,
DM'd
"We
me.
matched on Tinder. What the fuck? Ha ha ha." Sam's getting recognized
She's
from
a
all angles
caster
of the
too.
internet.
Oh.
Oh, that is great. That is great. Congratulations.
Oh.
Sam.
Does that mean
You're
I've
going
officially been
places.
recognized?
I think so.
There's a Puss in Boots movie coming out.
And
Sorry.
at that, I think we're gonna leave it there.
Oh, we're so. Wow.
I just want to make a formal apology. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this.
If you are
episode.
still here with us to the end,
I am
we're not
sorry, but I
responsible
hope
for any
you've
therapy
enjoyed.
required to this point.
I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode, because I know we had fun just having a fun little conversation. I mean, there was only 3 of us today,
Yeah, so it's a little bit
Well,
chaotic.
just filling in the time.
Yeah.
I'll hand it over to Jack to finish this episode up.
Alrighty. I think Zoe summed it up quite nicely there. Don't really have much more to add to that. Except at whatever time you're listening to this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
And in case I don't see you. Oh.
Hope
Sorry.
you're doing well.
All right.
In case I
We'll
don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening.
We will see you guys. Well, you won't see us. You'll hear from us in the next podcast.
We are so sorry for this week's episode. You can really tell who holds the fort down.
The more of these we do, the less and less professional we
Sorry, Sam,
get.
you just lagged out.
Noise coming from Sam.
My internet's dying.
You can really tell.
Oh,
who
hi,
holds-
cat.
You
Oh,
can really
oh,
tell who
hi.
hold- oh. No, as I've been trying to say for the past minute, but I keep laughing. You can really tell who holds the fort down in these episodes. Definitely not us. Really.
It's not us.
See, I'm fine. I'm fine for like the
Fine.
first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Then I
and
check out.
After
Then you-
that,
Just get full unhinged Sam.
we are the comedic relief people, I reckon.
The funniest of them all.
Yeah.
That was sarcasm if people didn't understand.
It was
I have noticed that
hot
people don't
sarcasm.
understand our sarcasm.
yeah, a lot of people don't.
Okay. We need to
Alrighty.
wrap this up because we're going on another tangent. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much for listening, and we hope you have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Good evening.
We will talk to you next week.